my wife and I just returned from Denmark, where we stayed for a few days, and we also visited Sweden while we were there. Checked out a bunch of really interesting sites, did a lot of really cool stuff. It was a lovely country. We were in Copenhagen primarily, but went out to Helsingør one day. I'll never pronounce anything correctly. Scandinavian languages are, I thought French was beyond me. Scandinavian languages are on a totally different level. But we went to, what I guess in English is Elsinore, in up north of Copenhagen, and we also took a day trip over to Malmo, Sweden as well. While doing those things, we checked out a couple of museums, of course, and saw some cool museum gift shops. In one, I bought this cool coin, which you can maybe kind of see a little bit. What I didn't realize at the time I bought it is that the front and back are very similar. Now, this one is slightly stained, which helps, and what's different is the Latin inscriptions on either side. So if I'm going to use this as a coin flip, I'm going to have to pay real attention to the inscriptions. So it may function more as a prop in an RPG than it will in a coin flipping system game. But it's it's hefty, it's really cool, and it's got a nice look to it, very, very Christian iconography kind of thing. It looks very cool. And while there, also got this special 6-sided die. Now, it's a spin top. It says, the dice is Chinese medieval, 1200. Found in Sweden and is today at the Museum of Malmo, Sweden. The dice is to be used, and the translation, the dice is to be used as a spin top, and where the dice lands is the applicable number. The replica is made of bone from an ox. All right. Bone from an ox. Well, let's take a look. Feels like typical dice. I think that is, I thought maybe that was porcelain when I first touched it, but I think it's actually maybe polished wood, so that's cool. So, new dice tray. And I have this 6-sided die with the pips painted on. I rolled a 1, first time. Let's take a look. Got a real good spin on it that time. 3. So, cool. Just an interesting die. Kind of wish I'd gotten a couple of these, but just the one was fine. And it's always interesting to find little things like this from the hobby. So, from before the hobby. So here's my 6-sided die, and that's it for today. I'll talk to you later.